So we're filming?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, and it's been a while. Since you last saw me, I was in Newfoundland. I was in St. John's, and I've moved to Nova Scotia. I've been here about a week now. Today we finally got the internet, so I can finally start doing something on here. I think Smokey's gonna kind of like photobomb here again. You can show Smokey. So I'm working with a different format, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, behind me is kind of like the setup. I got my movies room where I'm going to be filming from normally. That's being done down in the rec room down in the basement. Uh, when I'm watching TV though, the TV's here, the region-free CKD Blu-ray player's here, PS4, there's the cable box, the Wii U's still in its box, Nintendo Switch is over there, and if you look over here, I now have my CRT television set hooked up, and I've got the VCR and the Laserdisc player put alongside that. So I'm hoping this weekend, probably Saturday, I'm going to be going up to the local secondhand shops around here, and just to see maybe got Blu-ray, maybe got like Laserdiscs. We'll check it out anyway, and you'll get to see. But I did go to the flea market this weekend. I managed to pick up a few things, so let's check them out. First thing I grabbed up was this here, and this was before I went to the flea market. I was actually at Canadian Tire, which normally doesn't have movies, but he had a couple going for $1 each. And first off, because I'm an 80s kid, I got Class and Secret Admirer. They're both
Closer.
closer. All right, so we got Class.
Too close.
Too close? How's that?
That's perfect.
Okay, that's Class and Secret Admirer. So, Class is one of my favorite movies from the 80s. It stars Andrew McCarthy, Rob Lowe, and very gorgeous Jacqueline Bisset. Secret Admirer is one I kind of remember not well, but I have watched Class already since I picked this up. These come on their own discs. They're both those double-sided, the old school full screen and widescreen, because for some reason they thought people wanted full screen. Next up, I picked up the Fletch collection. And again, they each have their own discs. There's the So-So movie Fletch Lives, and there's the Amazing Fletch. Fletch was a movie that I saw in the theater, and I'm actually a fan of the books. I used to read those before the movies came out. For what I picked up, well, went to my local Value Village, and for $5, I grabbed the Katharine Hepburn collection. So is that close enough? So it's got 6 movies here on 6 discs. We have Morning Glory, 1933, Without Love, which is one of her Spencer Tracy Hepburn ones. The infamous Dragon Seed, where you get to see Katharine Hepburn and I think it's Walter Houston dressed up as Japanese people. Yes, it's very famous for that actually. Undercurrent is the one that I really bought this for. I wanted the whole set, but Undercurrent is the movie I really wanted. Undercurrent's kind of like a thriller sort of film. It's got like Robert Taylor and Robert Mitchum in it, and I love Robert Mitchum. Sylvia Scarlett was one that didn't do well at the time, but became kind of a cult hit later on. Look it up. It's kind of like she dresses up as a guy. And of course there is the Corn's Green, which is a later film. So one that we watched, the main feature of was The Stir of Edge, You Think You Know Him. So I had a 3-disc set on Edge for Decade of Decadence, but that was 3 discs of all, like just matches. There was no documentary on his career. So I was really glad to get this one. I think we got this one for $2. So it opens up. It's very sexy. It's a really good documentary, actually. I would recommend it if you're a wrestling fan at all, or if you just like the documentary parts of it. It's great, and this will have some great matches on it, including ones with John Cena, the Hardy Boys, Alberto Del Rio, Undertaker. If you know wrestling, then you probably know at least some of those guys. If you know a little, if not, then you're probably. It sounds like I'm just making noise. Next up with that one, also for $2, was Jeff Hardy, My Life, My Rules. This is a 3-disc set on Jeff Hardy, and this deals with his comeback to the WWE in the early 2000s. It goes right up to his does the matches as well. There's a documentary on here. This is a shorter documentary than the one on that one. I think this one's about an hour long, and it goes up to the matches where he fights with CM Punk, where basically Jeff Hardy did some drugs and CM Punk was straight edge, and that was kind of the basis behind their feud. That's when Punk was doing his the Straight Edge Society. I almost call it the Truth Commission, which shows how old I am because that's a much older wrestling company. And with that one for free, because I got those two, he gave me Sherlock Season 3. So, big fan of Sherlock. I don't have Seasons 1 and 2 yet, actually, surprisingly. I've seen them all, including the fourth season where the big bad as well. Someone related, which I won't give away. But pretty cool. This has I'm guessing this probably has a Christmas special on it too. Let's see. No, it says well another three ones in his last video. Maybe you got to buy the Christmas special separately. So there you go. That's the. I don't know. I'll probably grab these down the road on Blu-ray anyway. Grab 2 seasons of a show that I didn't originally like, but watching it again, I actually kind of really dug it. So I got the complete first season of The Batman. My problem with this show when it originally came out was I didn't like the redesigns of some of the characters. The Joker's redesign was pretty bad, so was the Riddler's, but the writing itself is actually really good, especially the arc in the first season, which brings about Clayface. And Clayface is very cool in this one. So again, it's a 2-disc set. Like there's a bunch of features on here, mostly your kiddie type features, but do have the new look, new direction, new night. That's not bad. I watched season 4 because it'd been a while since I've seen this when I got here, and it's actually pretty cool. There's more of a lean on humor in season 4. They've changed the theme song to it kind of has like you get some of the 60s Batmanish sound into the theme song. This is the season that brings in Dick Grayson. He wasn't in the series before. He's introduced in the first episode of the 4th season. We've already introduced Batgirl already in the 3rd season. We also get at the end of it an introduce of the Justice League. And a 2-parter with aliens and stuff. It gets more fantastical. There's a little bit more humor in some of these, especially in like the Penguin related episodes. There's one really good episode called Team Penguin. And basically the Penguin's watching like this heist movie and he decides, hey, if I had a team too, we could beat the Batman. So he gets these teams together and it's actually pretty hilarious. So last of the stuff that I picked up today was the final count. The weekend was the final countdown. Now this is the lenticular cover. I'm not sure if you're getting that or not. It's number 32,649 of 100,000. So I guess they had really high hopes for this limited edition when it came out because he made 100,000 copies. Gave it this really cool blue cover. Kirk Douglas, Martin Sheen, James Ferrantino. I'm not sure if you know the movie. Then there we go. It's a Blue Underground release. It's got the bonus disc. The limited edition had the bonus disc, and it's got like interviews with like Hoffman, interviews with the Jolly Rogers, F-14 Fighter Squadron, poster stills gallery, Kirk Douglas bio, and Zero Pilot Journal on the DVD-ROM. And I'm not quite sure what that is, but it looks really cool on the inside. So that would not be all that I picked up. Actually, can I show it? I'm going to try. So, I picked up 2 records. And first up, I grabbed the original soundtrack to Flash Gordon. This is one of Hin's favorites. And it's got like a very young Sam Jones on the back. If you open it up, well, let's just take it the poster. There's kind of like a Ming poster thing on the side there. It's just like a 1 sheet. So, I also grabbed something that I had when I was a kid. When I was really young, I used to have like this soundtrack record of like creepy noises. It had a song on it, and the cover really creeped me out. It's from Pickwick. Pickwick was a company, kind of a lower budget company done in England that put out a lot of records in the day. And some of those are pretty collectible right now. So this one here is Sounds of Terror with the Monster Mash on there. And I love this artwork. This really freaked me out when I was a kid. Really bugged me. And And the fact that it actually has, this is probably done for like tells you how it's different nowadays. No way in hell, like, would we see now like dripping blood and all that on one of these things. So this is aimed towards like a younger audience type of thing. But I'm very excited. We got like the Mummy's Revenge, Jack the Ripper, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, the Grotesque Phantom of the Opera. One more thing I have to show, so just keep looking towards that and I'll be right back. Are you showing the inside? The big thing of the day was, where are these? Definitely these. I found two of them and got them for a really, really good price. These came out in 1982. They're done by Russ Cochran Publishing. Years before they ended up putting out the Tales from the Crypt on, when they put them out in the late 80s in comic book format. But first they did these hardcovers. So this is Weird Science Fantasy. It's got an amazing Al Williams, and that's Wallywood there. Got Wallywood cover right there. And if you look on the back, you can see a really awesome Al Williamson cover as well. Just great stuff. And I'll just open it up to show you guys. So you're going to see, for instance, the covers were done in color, and the artwork was done in black and white. And as somebody that spent time in school wasting money and learning art, I really appreciate when I have it in black and white, because of penciling, I do like to study. This one here, another great Jack Davis cover right here, guys. This is incredible science fiction, because the Weird Science Fantasy was changed for the last few issues to this here, incredible science fiction. And on the back we get another of the classic Wallywood covers, and if you're familiar with this stuff, I really gotta say, it is pretty amazing. So I'm here now in Nova Scotia. My kids and Charlotte shall be hopefully visiting me in August. You'll get some of them. Here's another fantastic Jack Davis cover. Look at that. All right. So my better half is getting some messages. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm officially back now. Still getting my my move room set up, so you guys can see exactly how that's done. If you follow me on Instagram, Charms007, then you'll get to see stuff as I pick it up, and you get to see the progression of the movie room and even some like house pictures and stuff around that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Aaron. It's been a long day, and it is definitely time for tea.